Your eyes look so bright and...
Thank you. I have lighting and makeup. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Wild. And hello to Mama Wild. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Cypress. Hi, everybody. Glad to be here.
So this is a little bit of a departure from the planned schedule. You may be expecting a ritual video, and that is still the plan, but an opportunity came up to film with Mama Wild and get into a really juicy dream she had last night, and I didn't want to miss that. So no worries, Dispel Despair is coming very soon. But today I have Mama Wild with me. We're on a Zoom call and we're doing some dream interpretation work. She has promised me that this is a good one. We do this regularly over the phone, and recently we thought, why don't we see if people want to come along with us? This is not a video format I've tried before, so it might not be super polished, but if dream interpretation videos turn out to be a good idea, we'll get more professional and streamlined as we go. Now, just to let everyone in on our process, usually Mama Wild will call me with her dreams that feel big or meaningful, and she'll tell me the details and plot and so on. And I'll ask clarifying questions throughout. Sometimes she has some symbols that get me scratching my head, and we'll consult the dream dictionary. After that, I'll start weighing in with what I see going on, and we'll back and forth a bit until we get an interpretation that clicks. And it's gotta click. Most dream symbols are general and universal, but can get real specific for every individual. So sometimes we have to circle around with the broad meanings until we hit on the specifics. When you're doing your own dream interpretations, you've got to make sure you get your intuition buzzing. You'll feel it when you get the right message. Okay, this was last night, your dream, right?
Yes, I woke up this morning and I was so relieved to wake up and realize it was a dream. It was one of those where it's like,
stressful.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
And in this dream, I was doing things that I don't normally do. It was out of character for me, but my subconscious was telling me something.
Wait, why do you say that?
Because that's the way it goes when we do these interpretations. My dreams are not prophetic.
Right.
Over the years, I found my dreams are telling me what my subconscious is wrangling with, and then I better understand what I need to do going forth to work with it.
Okay. So when you said this is your subconscious trying to tell you something, that wasn't something specific to this dream. That's how your dreams work.
Exactly.
Okay. I was wondering okay.
Yeah. I was illegal in this dream. So it really...
Illegal?
Illegal.
Are you going to tell me this dream or what?
Yes. Okay. I picked up a rental truck. I don't know why. It was a white panel truck, plain white sides, white, no labeling.
Like a van or pickup?
A panel truck, which means there's a cab and then there's a big section in back, like a moving van or something,
okay.
Right?
I guess I haven't heard the term panel truck before. So like a big moving white blank moving van.
Yes. Not one of the really, really, really big ones. Smaller. It was not a van. It was not a pickup.
Got it.
So, and I'm driving this truck and I have a man's body in a chest in the back of this truck.
Okay, good.
Okay. And two of my sons were there with me when I start out, but I left them behind. I didn't want them to be involved in this. I wanted them.
So you're getting rid of a body.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what this man's body is in relation to you? Like, did you kill a husband or?
No, I think it was a stranger.
But for some reason you're in possession of his recently dead body?
Yes. And
okay.
I believe that I was involved in him becoming a dead body.
Okay.
So I'm driving and I'm trying to figure out.
Do we need to clarify that this is a dream?
It is a dream.
And therefore, this is not confessional. This is just...
Right. I've never, ever. That's what I'm saying. This is so out of my character. I don't kill people.
Well, no. Okay, so you're...
Okay, so I'm driving this truck and I'm trying to figure out if there's any physical evidence linking anybody to, and I had to return it to a dock.
Okay, that's very mafia, but
Right. So I'm going to a dock by the water.
The body or the truck?
Both. Okay, I'm driving the truck, and the rental truck has to be returned to a dock. I don't know if it's getting on a shipping container and going somewhere. I don't know. And I'm kind of, in my dream, I'm kind of hoping nobody opens up the back of the truck.
Right. I would think so.
I ponder.
But you're not dumping the body before you return the truck? Okay. You're just hoping to return the truck with the little secret inside?
Yes.
Okay.
I just want to get away from the secret.
Got it.
And I considered that, man, I could dump it in the water, the body,
yeah,
but I couldn't lift it by myself.
Right.
And so
sure.
I pull up to the dock, put it where I'd been told to park it. There's nobody there. I just leave it. And then switch over in the dream. I'm at a camp, and there's a group of young women who are going on a field trip from a women's group. It's part of their...
Like a church thing or not?
Yeah, could be a church thing, could be just a girls' camp, Girl Scouts or the Y or something like that. It was
non-specified girls camping camp.
A woman's group that is taking these girls off on a day trip,
right,
and unpacking their lunches.
This is tracking so far. All right. Yeah, I already have an idea. But...
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And so while I'm packing these lunches, I keep thinking about that body I left in the truck and half expecting the authorities to be showing up to get me.
Okay.
I'm doing what I need to do, and I'll have that accomplished at least before I get taken.
What is it you're trying to accomplish at the camp?
Just finishing up my responsibility, feeding, making sure all these girls have their lunches to go on their trip.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it. Then I woke up and was so relieved to be back in my own life.
I don't need to look at the dictionary for this.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So to let everybody in a little bit, recently you've been doing a lot of work with having to remember to hold your own space.
That is very true.
You have, shall we say, a difficulty with being too passive.
Yes.
And you've recently had an opportunity to stand in your own presence and not shrink to fit what other people want, right?
Yes, this is true.
Right. And when we dream about people, they represent different parts of us. And you've got a stranger male that you've helped off. What I'm hearing is that this is a failed animus. This is a failed, non-working, masculine part of you. And it wasn't working because your assertiveness wasn't working. And you've had to learn to get rid of that faulty part and start developing a better animus. But you feel a little guilty about this because society tells you to be good and quiet and back down. And so you feel naughty about it. But this is what you have to do. And so you take this failed animus and you're dumping it, hoping society doesn't catch you like standing in your own power. And then you go to this camp where girls are being nurtured to learn stuff and you're helping feed them. So this is very much about coming into your power and what you've been through recently with your animus and dealing with a very faulty animus, as a lot of us women have growing up being told, am I right? You look like I'm right.
Yes, like, oh my gosh.
I'm like, yeah.
I know from previous dream interpretation that the fact that I was driving the vehicle
exactly
was very important because I was in charge of my own life.
Yeah, I didn't mention that. You driving a vehicle means you're in charge of your own life, and it's a beefy vehicle.
Yes, and the fact that it was white signifies what? That's important, the color white.
It's the blank color, right?
Okay. I
mean, some people would say purity, but...
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And you left your sons behind. It's not their job. It's not their responsibility. You're just taking charge. And the guilt is societal. It's not actually moral guilt, right? I thought you had a hard one for me.
I had no clue.
The symbols are all pretty...
Yeah, I'm just feeling bad about offing that poor guy.
Well, he was kind of a waste, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a failed animus. I guess that ain't no thing, or I don't know how to say that. But I mean, it helps that I know what you've been going through too. And I was able to connect the dots much faster because this is what you've been sort of hashing through.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even have to
pull out the dictionary, nothing.
So, I mean, very positive.
Yes. That's what she does all the time. I tell her these dreams and I'm kind of confused. And she tells me what I mean. I'm like, oh, Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it on your face. You're like, oh.
I was scared about doing this. You know, it's a lot easier to come help you when you put me in costumes and wigs and I do what I tell you. This felt personal to me.
Right, because what does it mean that you're getting rid of a body?
Right.
It's good. You're killing off dysfunctional parts of yourself. Yay!
Yay! Which gives space for the new parts to grow in.
Which you even showed with that going to the girls' camp situation and helping get those girls started off. So nurturing the new up and coming parts. Yeah, no, I'd say it was a very well balanced sort of process that your dreams are showing you. Like, look at you go. Look at you evolving.
It's what all of life is, right? Now, what does the fact that I drove it back to a dock with all the water, deep water?
Okay, yeah, water's emotion. So you're disposing into the ocean of emotion.
Got it.
You're not dumping the vehicle into the emotion. You're not driving yourself into a sea of emotion. Yeah, but also docks are symbolically where things go to get shipped away. So it may not be as much emotion as it is. That's how to get really rid of something, is to send it to another country, right? Because you weren't going in the water.
No.
Nothing was going in the water except that the barge was traveling across the sea of
whatever.
Yeah, emotion or other. Yeah, so thanks everybody for humoring us with this video experiment. We'd love feedback. Do you want more of this content or not? And if yes, what improvements would you like to see in this kind of video? I'll see you all in the next video. It should be a spellcasting ritual. And in the meantime, keep those dreams wild.
Hi, everyone.
Did you have something to say?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. You said it was a juicy one. I don't know it, and I have no idea what it means, which is kind of unusual for me, because usually I have some sense of what it means.
Yeah, that is unusual. So I'm anxious to hear it.